It totally kicked me off. It totally kicked me off. I have no idea even where the last part was that we were on. I don't even know where it stopped at. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the emoji. I mean, not emoji, but the thing in the live stream. Oh, and any of y'all want to come on and chat with me if you catch this, because apparently I've kicked myself off, or they've kicked me off, or something along those lines, for sure. Unbelievable. Kicked my butt right off there. Right off. Oh, hilarious. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all get around. We'll see. Let's see here. All right. None of y'all want to come on? Nobody's around? Okay. It kicked y'all completely off. Dadgummit. Well, all right. So we have Jason's live stream this afternoon between 12 and 11. And apparently I can't put it in the other one, the other live stream. I will put a link in it though. Okay. And okay, well, I love y'all so much. And I can't believe that cut me off. Good morning, Linda Mel. Good morning. I just did a whole live stream and it cut me off at the end of it. And I don't even know where we stopped. Let's see here. We'll go back. We'll go back because that last part there was pretty interesting. Boom. So we'll just read the rest of this. Am I on the same webpage? No. Oh, it cut me off soon. Okay. So we're going to read this one right here and finish it up because magic and scientists today. The concept of magic has been written about and explored for thousands of years. It's always been a large part of history and ancient mysticism. And today, magical concepts are being explored by science, mostly in the form of parapsychology. Are there concepts of our reality we have yet to understand? Are there, we don't care about that. The underlying, what is ceremonial magic? The works of multiple scholars from Plato to Manly P. Hall and further down the line suggest it is essentially the use of rituals and techniques to invoke and control spirits or life forms that could be existing within our dimensions or worlds. This is what CERN is doing. CERN art. They put on the screen that they show us a virus that looks kind of like these little guys. Let's see, this little guy, these circular things that have all these little feelers coming out from them, pokies, look like a porcupine. See, it's all this. What they're showing you on television is a demon that they have sent out. They have invoked a demon and they have sent it out, and it came out of these machines, and it's sent unto the people by what they eat, by what they listen to, and by what they look at. And it's a fact, Jack. It's a fact. All magicians, for example, Hall, all magicians enveloped in sanctified vestments and carrying a wand inscribed with hieroglyphic figures could, by the power vested in certain words and symbols, control the invisible inhabitants of the elements and of the astral world. Travis Scott, he was in Astral World. And that was totally a sacrifice, a ritual. That was a huge ritual that just happened, the Travis Scott ritual. So much happened. That was mass hysteria for sure. That was definitely mass hysteria. If we examine the works of Plato, we see he specifically condemns the laws of republic, or laws. And in the Republic, the idea that gods can be influenced by the performance of certain rituals called necromancy or magical attack. He believed those who tried to control the spirit world should be penalized. Socrates, about whom Plato wrote much, also spoke of an entity that guided him. An entity that guided him. It was never given a name, but references to it ranged from Damien to Daemon. Socrates believed this entity was a gift and manifested itself in the form of a voice within, something we all possess. His communication with the entity was actually used as one of the charges against him when he was put to death. Socrates seemed to be an exception when it comes to using these concepts for perverse reasons. As Hall points out, he provided, Manly P. Hall, he provided evidence that the intellectual and moral status of the magician has much to do with the type of elemental he is capable of invoking. But even the demon of Socrates deserted the philosopher. Was put to death for corrupting the youth. Spreading false information. If such an information is true, it's hardly surprising. Human beings have always been subject to the lure of power, driven by their ego, greed, and short-sightedness. It's disconcerting to imagine this power of working with the spirit world in the hands of those who would use it for their own reasons, taken by the power of black magic. Fast forward to modern day, and you have stories like Dr. John Faust. Through his study of magic, he was able to conjure up an extra dimensional who served him for many years in several different ways. Napoleon Bonaparte, the French military and political leader, is another example. He used to tell the little red man of destiny, a spirit that appeared at a royal palace. Apparently, when something important was happening, he would appear. This man and what others now consider to be silly superstitions and folklore beliefs generally influenced Napoleon, his actions, and guided his campaigns. Black magic. Distinction is made early in the article about black magic and white magic. Black magic is the process of using entities to accomplish a goal through ceremonial magic. Hall writes, Manly P. Hall, by means of the secret process of ceremonial magic, it is possible to contact these invisible creatures and gain their help in some human undertaking. Good spirits willingly lend their assistance to any worthy enterprise, but evil spirits serve only those who live to pervert and destroy. The most dangerous form of black magic is the scientific perversion of occult power for the gratification of personal desire. Oh, there is no good spirits, or there, not with what there is no good magic. There is no good magic. It's all evil. Magic also uses symbols and sacred geometry. Black magic, and that's all these computers are. That's all these devices are is symbols and geometry, sacred geometry. Black magic, on the other hand, uses inverted symbols, taking pure symbols with noble meanings and perverting them. See, that's not true. That's not true. Boom. Okay. Oh, much love and petitions always for all. Ain't none of y'all gonna come on here and talk, are you? Ain't none of you gonna come on here and talk. Oh. So, what we have talked about today. What we got here? Fire. I have to turn my heat down. And I get hot up in here. I like to keep it warm. Fire. Fire. We have concordance number H3857. And it means ablaze, magic, flaming, enchantment. Okay. So we have this. It comes from 3857 is what we're looking at, and it's to lick, to blaze, burn, burn up, set on fire, flaming, kindle. But it comes from the 3858, H3858, Lahat, and that means blaze, magic, flaming, enchantment. Okay? So we have Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahuwah Zevat. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That word for burn, the day cometh that burn them up. That is magic, enchantment. It's there. The fire that is burning them because they continue to fall to the iniquity of the fathers is magic, enchantment. That's all that's being used today in science, devices, technology. It's enchantment. It's magic. We just read that. We just showed so much of that in the first video that it cut me off on. In this one, it's for sure. Let's see. O the Lord Yahuwah, to thee will I cry, for the fire hath devoured the pastures of the wilderness, and the flame hath burned all the trees of the field. In, let's see, was it Ezekiel 31, I believe it was. It talks about the tree that is in the Garden of Eden, and it's taller than any other tree. Even the oaks cannot, the cedars cannot hide it. I think he's talking about Satan, and he's calling it a tree. Here, I'm thinking, and it's not just talking about, like food, trees that produce fruit. I think it's talking about people, not just trees. Has devoured the pastures of the wilderness, burned all the trees of the field. I think because that word for burned, all the trees of the field, is magic enchantment. So all the trees of the field have magic enchantment on them, or it's talking about wicked ones that are evil. Let's see, Psalms 97:3. A fire goeth before him and burneth up his enemies round about. That word for fire is enchantment, magic. Burneth his enemies, and it's eating them up. This magic, this enchantment, which is against the Lord God Almighty, the net that they're using to catch others, it's going to burn them up. It's going to burn. They're burning themselves up. Joel 2:3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Magic. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Joel 2:3. Deuteronomy 32:22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire, magic, enchantment, the foundations of the mountains. So what? The mountains are gonna receive magic enchantment? No. He's talking about the nations, and they're gonna be burned up with what? With magic enchantment. We are surrounded by sorcery. We are surrounded by magic and enchantment. That's what we're surrounded by today, right now. Psalms 57:4. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire. I lie even among them that are set on fire with what? Magic enchantment. The sons of men whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue is sharp sword, because they speak dark sentences. They're evil. They have they're bad figs. They speak bad things. Psalms 83:14 and 15. As the fire burneth a wood, and the flame, magic enchantment, setteth the mountains on fire. With what? Magic enchantment, set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Isaiah 42:25. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger, and the strength of battle, and has set him on fire with magic enchantment round about, yet he knew not. He didn't know it. No one wants to know. You start telling them that their television is sorcery, their cell phones are sorcery, the bands they listen to, it's magic, it's sorcery. You start telling folks this, and they don't want to hear it. They don't know it. They don't know, they don't recognize, and they don't want to know. It seems that they just want to pass on by that. They don't even want to hear that it's magic. They don't even want to hear it. Psalms, where are we going? Psalms 104:4. Also Hebrews 1:7. And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flaming fire. Psalms 104:4. Who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flaming fire. That's interesting. That word for flaming is magic, enchantment. Um, it's very interesting. The angels, that's who we get these technology from. These fallen angels, and he makes his ministers a flaming fire, a magic enchantment fire that can cause magic and enchantment. I guess I assume. Uh, Interesting. Job 41:21. His breath, this is talking about the Leviathan, his breath kindleth. That word is magic enchantment. His breath has magic and enchantment. Coals and a flame goeth out of his mouth. That word flame comes from the same root of magic and enchantment. Oh, we did them all. And then what was this one? So much. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. But so much. What you said. Oh. The way to the tree of life was guarded with a flaming sword. Yes, and I don't know what that word flaming is. We won't go into that. But it's definitely it's possible that flaming sword. Can we do it? We can do it. Flaming. 3858. Magic. Enchantment. Interesting. The flaming sword. Yes. Lahat. Well, ain't that interesting? Is that what they're diving into? They're trying to find, the keys to unlocking the flaming sword. Get her away from the Garden of Eden. That's interesting. That's the same word for sure. Either way. Oh, I love y'all. Glad I got to see you, hear from you. Y'all are more than welcome to come on at any time. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to cut this one, that other one, that make it hard to stay on the path. It did make it hard to stay on the path. Yes. But don't go to the left nor the right. Stay straight. Don't go to the left nor the right. For sure. There was something else. Was it this one? Talking about the cube. Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. That word for slate is cube. It's actually cube, for the cube of man. We're no longer carried away by every wind of doctrine, by the slate, by the cube of man, that black cube, and their cunning craftiness. They lie in wait to deceive. They do. Yes, it's a G 2940. Cabos, cube, die for. Playing, gambling, artifice, fraud, sleight. Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. His mouth, 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Thank you, Father. What I hope that y'all see in a lot of these that I've read, the Bible verses, is that you see that our Father has it all under control, and that He is not. This is happening with the technology, the sorcery, the magic, the science. He's got it all under control. If we turn to Him, if we turn away, if we realize that we've been under the iniquity of the fathers and we turn away from that iniquity of the fathers, then our Father has got, our Holy Creator has got us, and He protects us. We got to pray the right things. We've got to read more in His Word, keep our Father close. And He's always close. He's always there. He's like your best friend right there, And this stuff that has come nowadays with the technology, it can be overwhelming, and it can almost seem hopeless because we're surrounded by it. But it's not. It's not hopeless. Over and over, we have read in His Word this morning that He. Everything that they're doing to us, it's going to be used against them. It's not going to be this way forever. But when we step away from the MK Ultra mind control programming that we've all been taught and is used against us, if we realize it, start praying about it, step away from it. The programming in our mind, if we start thinking in our mind things that we heard on a television show or whatnot, it's vain thoughts and imaginations. Get it on gone. Pray to the Lord, Holy Creator, to protect your mind, and hold every thought captive to the obedience of the Messiah. It's very important. It's very important. And it's not as easy as it sounds, as I'm making it sound, especially today when we're being flooded constantly with electromagnetic waves, sound waves, frequency. I love y'all so much, and I'm gonna get off here for sure. Been on here a long time this morning, and y'all precious. Don't forget, Jason has the live stream. I don't know, between y'all just go ahead and go to his YouTube channel and subscribe to him, and then you'll be able to get the notification that we're on live. He wants to talk about some important things about addiction and stuff this evening. So if anyone's interested, please come on and talk with us. And maybe I can even see one of y'all's faces or hear your voice, because you'll actually want to get on then. All right. You have a blessed day in the name of Yahushua, and thanks so much for listening.